Good morning, students. In the previous video, we have seen that how dissolution of a partnership form is done in a complete sum. Today we are going to continue with that, and we are going to take similar sum so that we can get more concept about the chapter. Okay, so let's start today's class with this particular question. Shanti and Satya were partners in a farm, and their profit sharing ratio were 4:1. On 31st of March 2013, their balance sheet was as follows. Okay, this is the information about their balance sheet. So it's a CBSE question paper 2014 part. Okay, this is a part of the CBSE question paper 2014. So what is given in the balance sheet? As on liability side, creditors are there, workman compensation fund is there. So regarding workman compensation fund, in the previous video also I told you that if there is workman compensation fund, then make sure that there is no claim. If there is claim, then proportion of the claim will be transferred to realization account, and from the realization account that claim will be paid. Then comes Satya's current account. So current account, the presence of current account means the capital is fixed. Okay, and the capital account is given here, Shanti and Satya. In the asset side, we have got bank, debtors, stock, furniture, machinery, and Shanti's current account. In the previous class, we saw that the capital account was in the asset side. That showed that the asset was, that shows that the capital was having negative balance. Here also, Shanti's current account is in the asset side. This is also indicating that it is a negative balance. Okay, so when you go for preparing the current account, it will be appearing in the debit side of the current account. Although in this particular question, we are going to prepare only realization account. Let's see. Okay, but in the practical situation, if you saw this, it will be coming only in the debit side of the current account of whose Shanti's current account. Okay, then what is given here on the above date, the firm was dissolved. So I told you that just see the balance sheet properly, and you can just roughly see the adjustment and quickly move to the transferring of assets and liabilities. Then thoroughly you can see the adjustments. So what is given here? Shanti took over 40% of the stock, 10% less. Okay, fine. There's then the stock was sold, remaining were sold for 40,000. Furniture was realized. Unrecorded investment was there. Debtor was there. Outstanding bill was there. So we are asked to prepare realization account. So nothing is told about the workman compensation fund, and all the things are related to asset only and liabilities. So that's not an issue. What you have to do is that just this rough way of starting the adjustments is for the purpose that if there is some exceptional entries, like there is a workman compensation treatment, or there are any other specific treatment which can influence the other transaction, that will be an issue. Otherwise there is no such things. And other thing why you should read the complete question is that you will get a complete glimpse of the question, so that you can, as you go for solving the sum, you will be more confident about that. Okay, so let's start the solution. We are asked to prepare the realization account, so only we'll prepare the realization account. Okay, and we'll start. So first of all, we'll transfer all the assets, all the liabilities. I'll go with the journal entries also. As I explain this ledger account, I'll explain the journal also, so you can note down of that also. Okay, you can keep a note of that. So what is given in the asset side? First of all, we'll transfer from the asset side. So from the asset side, we can see that bank will not be transferred. Debtors are there. Stock is there. Furniture, machinery. Okay, these four items are going to be transferred. Shanti's current account also will not be transferred here in the relation, right? So it will be transferred the original cost. So journal entry will be like this. All the assets will be closed by crediting, because assets shows debit balance. To close it, you have to credit it. Okay, and realization account will be debited. So realization account debit to debtor 60,000, to stock 85,000, to furniture 1 lakh, to machinery 1,30,000. This will all appear in the debit side of the realization account. To debtors account, you can see here, to debtors account 60,000, to stock account is 85,000, furniture account is 1 lakh, machinery account is 1,30,000, right? It is transferred. Now coming to the liability side, in the liability we can have creditors, and there's no workman compensation claim, so nothing to cash from there, and the rest of the things are not going to come in the realization. So only creditors. The journal entry will be like this: creditors account debit, because liability shows credit balance, you have to close it by debiting. So creditors account debit 45,000 to realization account 45,000. So realization account credit side, it will come as by creditors account 45,000. Then coming to the adjustment, we can move to the adjustment now. First of all, it is given that Santi took over 40% of the stock at 10% less. So nothing to fear. 40% of the stock means it's nothing that if you see what is the 40% of the stock and then 10% less, what is it? Don't get nervous at all. It's very simple. 40% of the stock means what is the stock value? 85,000. So what is the 40% of that? You have to find out. Very simple. So what is the 40% of this? It is 34,000, right? Yeah, it is 34,000. So 34,000 minus 10%. Less 10% means after a discount you can say, okay, a 10% discount has been given. So from 34,000, if you deduct 10%, that means 34,000 का 10% कितना होता है? 3,400. So from 34,000, if you deduct 3,400, it will be 30,600 rupees, isn't it? So 30,600 rupees. Okay, this is the value of the stock that Shanti took. Okay, Shanti took the 40%, but at 10% less. So she took at 30,600 rupees. So journal entry कैसे होगा? Journal entry will be like this: Shanti's capital account debit to realization account. Since she is taking the asset, so that is why the partner's capital account is debit to realization account credit. Realization account credit service by Shanti's current account or capital account. You can mention. It will be better if you mention current account. Why it is given oblique? Because there are two options of solving the current account sums. You can transfer the current account balance in the capital and show all the adjustment in the capital, or you show all the adjustment in the current account and then transfer the closing balance to the capital. That both way you can do. Okay, so only in case of dissolution. So what will happen? By Santis, we will mention it current account. Okay, current account how much? 30,600. In the bracket you can mention it stock taken over. Okay, I'm repeating once again this particular point. I told that in case of dissolution, if current account is there, then you can do like this: transfer all the adjustment in the current account, and then finally you do the balancing of the current account and transfer the closing balance of the current account to the capital account. Okay, or in the beginning itself you can transfer the current account balance to the capital account, opening balance of the current account, and no need to prepare the current account in that case, and transfer all the adjustment in the capital account and you settle it in the capital. Okay, in case of dissolution that is possible. So that is why it is given here current account oblique capital account. Okay, they have not given only current account or only capital account, because they know that both the way it can be done, right? Then coming to the next one, and the remaining stock were sold at 40,000. So whatever the price that be, okay, it doesn't matter what was the cost, we are selling it at 40,000. So this is the money we are going to get from stock. Furniture we realized 80,000. So by selling furniture we are getting 80,000. So kitna hua? 1,20,000. Then again another thing is there, an unrecorded investment was there which was sold for 20,000. So 80 plus 40 plus 20, it is coming to 1,40,000. And machinery was sold at a loss of 60,000. So let's see what was the machinery value. Machinery was 1,30,000 and the loss was 60,000. That means if the value is 1,30,000 and we are making a loss of 60,000, that means we are selling at 70,000, isn't it? So 1,30,000 minus the loss, that is 60,000 का loss अगर minus करें तो कितना होता है? 1,30,000 machine का दाम था, 60,000 loss हुआ, तो कितना हुआ remaining? 70,000, isn't it? Machinery was sold at 70,000. So earlier we saw that how much was the value? Stock 40,000 मिला, furniture 80,000 मिला, unrecorded investment 20,000 मिला. अभी machinery का कितना मिला? 1,30,000 minus 60, that is 70,000. So the total is 2,10,000. Clear? So the journal entry will be like this. Journal entry will be bank account debit to realization account. So realization credit side mein by bank account, stock 40,000, furniture 80,000, investment 20,000, machinery 70,000. As well as in the point number 3, debtors were there, which was 35,000, isn't it? So adding that 35,000, which will be 2,65,000. ठीक है, डेटर छूट गया था, डेटर को भी एक साथ ले लेंगे हम लोग. Then the total will be, it was 2,10,000 earlier, so 2,10,000 plus 55,000, now it is 2,65,000. Clear? 2,65,000. Now coming to the next one, there was an outstanding bill for repair which was 19,000 and it was paid. Okay, so what will be the journal entry? Realization account debit, because it's a loss we are paying. So if we pay, it's a loss. Realization account debit to bank account. How much? 19,000. So that is why realization account debit side you will find out to bank account outstanding bill 19,000. Clear? Along with that we have got another liability creditor. देखो creditor के बारे में ध्यान से समझो, क्रेडिटर के बारे में कहीं पे भी कुछ नहीं बताया। यहाँ पे देखो क्रेडिटर के बारे में कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है यहाँ पे कि पेमेंट हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है, कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है। सो इन दैट केस ऑल्सो यू हैव टू पे द क्रेडिटर्स। वाई? बिकॉज इट इज अ लाइबिलिटी, whether there is information or not you have to pay it. So creditors will be paid at 45,000, right? So how to pay it? Realization account debit to bank account, creditors 45,000, and the bill also you can pay together 19,000. That is why you can see to bank account, realization account debit side is to bank account. Okay, the general entry was what? Realization account debit to bank, right? Realization account debit to bank, that is why realization ke debit side mein to bank, outstanding bill 19,000, creditors 45,000, the total is 64,000. Okay, the total is 64,000. Now what will we do? We will balance the sides, both the sides. We will find out what is the profit or loss, whatever it is. So in this situation you can see that the debit side is more. Once you do the total of both the sides, it will be very clear to you that whether there is a profit on realization or loss on realization. So in this case it is a profit on realization. So this profit on realization, what will be that? The total is the total of sorry, it's a loss on realization. It's the debit side is more. So if the debit side is more, it will be loss on realization. So what is the loss? Let's say the total is 4,39,000. Take the higher total on both the sides and deduct the credit side. We can see that the loss is 98,400. The loss is 98,400 rupees, and this loss will be transferred to partners capital account in their, or you can say current account, either of the things, current account or capital account, in their profit sharing ratio. Okay, what is the profit sharing ratio? If it is not mentioned, it is equally, and if it is mentioned, yeah, it is mentioned 4:1, so it will be 4:1. So this 98,400 will be transferred to partners capital or current account in their profit sharing ratio, that is 4:1. That's 4:1, right? 4:1. So 4/5 and 1/5, that is 78,720 and 19,680. Okay, this is the total is 98,400. This is how the transaction is settled. Okay, I hope all of you have understood the realization account properly. Okay, this is a CBSE 2014 question, that is why I took it. It is just a part of the whole question where only the concentration is given on the realization account. I hope it is very clear to all of you. Okay, so we will take up a next sum now. We'll go for the next sum, that is illustration number 12 is there. What is given here? The following is the balance sheet of A and B as at 31st of March 2014. And what are the information given there? The liabilities are showing sundry creditors 30,000, bills payable 8,000, Mrs. A's loan. Remember, this particular point is very important. Why? Because of the reason that Mrs. A, Mrs. B, they are taken as outsiders. Okay, they are taken as outsiders. So इसी के लिए be very careful. Okay, sundry creditors are there 30,000, bills payable 8,000, Mrs. A's loan, Mrs. B's loan. So Mrs. A and Mrs. B, they are not the part. Mrs. A and Mrs. B both are not the partners. They are the spouse of A and B. So they will be taken as outsider, not a part of the business. So they will be, their loan also will be treated in the same way as we treat outsiders loan, not partners loan. Okay, remember that. So general reserve is there, it will be transferred to capital. Then investment fluctuation reserve, it will be transferred to realization account. Okay, and the other day also I told you that investment fluctuation reserve is generally transferred to the realization account because of the reason that while selling the investment, there might be profit, there might be loss. For that adjustment, investment fluctuation reserve is transferred to the realization account. So A's capital is there, B's capital is there. So what are the things we can transfer from liabilities? It is sundry creditor, bills payable, Mrs. A's loan, Mrs. B's loan, okay, and investment fluctuation reserve. Then coming to the asset side, we have got cash in hand, cash at bank, stock in trade, investment is there, debtors 20,000, less provision is there, plant, building, goodwill, and advertisement suspense account. So what we can do from here, except cash in hand, cash at bank, we can go for other items. And advertisement suspense account is a accumulated loss, so it will be going to the capital account debit side. Also you should remember that Stock in trade will go at 5,000, investment will go at 10,000, but debtors will not go at 18,000, it will go at 20,000, the total value. And provision will go along with the liabilities in the credit side. Okay, provision is not a liability, remember, it is just a part of profit which has been kept for certain unknown losses. So that is why it will be just shown in the credit side of the realization account. Then if there is any loss due to the data, it will be adjusted automatically with it. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. You will be just transferring provision in the credit side of the realization. Then plant and machinery will be going at 20,000, building will be going at 15,000, goodwill also will be going at 44,000. Don't think of writing it off. In dissolution, goodwill is not written off. It will be transferred to the realization account and will be treated just like any other asset. And advertisement suspense account, obviously I already told you, it will be going to the partners capital account debit side because it's an accumulated loss. We generally call it deferred revenue expenditure. So now coming to the next one, what is given in the adjustment? The firm was dissolved on 31st of March 2014 on the following terms. A promised to pay Mrs. A's loan and took away the stock at 4,000. We are just reading it. As we do the sum, at the time we'll be understanding the details. Okay. B is going to take away the half of the investment at 10% discount. Debtors were realized 19,000. Creditors and bills payable were due on average basis of 1 month after 31st of March, but they were paid immediately on 31st March at 6% discount per annum. Okay, this is a very new concept. Point number D, I'll explain to you what is that. Then plants realized 25,000, building were realized 40,000, goodwill 6,000, and the remaining investment at 4,500. There was an all typewriter in the firm which has been written off completely from the books. It was estimated to realize 300. It was taken away by B at this estimated price. We are required to prepare the realization account, partners capital account, and bank account to close the firm, close the books of the firm. Okay, so we are given the assignment of closing the books of the firm, and we have to prepare realization account, partners capital account, and bank account. So we'll start with the realization, and first of all we'll transfer the assets and liabilities. So as we transfer the assets, the journal entry will be stock in trade, investment, debtor at 20,000, plan, building, goodwill. These all will be transferred. So these are showing the asset shows debit balance, right? To close it, you have to credit it, and realization account will be debited. So journal entry will be realization account debit. Okay, realization account debit to stock in trade, to investment, to debtors 20,000, plant and machinery 20,000, building 15,000, goodwill 4,000. So in the debit side of realization, you can see that to stock in trade 5,000 is there. Okay, to stock in trade 5,000, to investment 10,000, to debtors 20,000, to plant 20,000, to building 15,000, to goodwill 4,000. Okay, this is there. Now let's see in the liability side what is there. Creditors, bills payable, Mrs. A, Mrs. B, their loan account, and investment fluctuation reserve. Okay, so the journal entry will be like this. Sundry creditors debit, Mrs. A's loan account debit, Mrs. B's loan account debit, bills payable obviously will be debit, investment fluctuation reserve account debit to realization account. So in the realization account credit side, you can see by sundry creditors 30,000, by bills payable 8,000, by Mrs. A's 5,000, by Mrs. B's loan account 10,000, by investment fluctuation reserve 1,000. Okay, along with that, remember that one thing from the asset side is going to be in the liability side. There is provision. Okay, it's not going to be in the liability side, but it's going to be treated in the same way. Journal entry for provision will be like this. Realization account credit, and the provision will be debit because provision shows credit balance. So provision for doubtful debt account debit to realization account credit side, by provision for doubtful debt 2,000. I hope all of you understood this point. Now coming to the adjustment, one by one we will go. First of all, A promised to pay Mrs. A's loan. Okay, Mrs. A's loan will be paid by A. So what is the loan amount? 5,000. So if A will pay, so A will get this amount of money, because Mrs. A's loan also will be treated as any outside loan. Okay, any outside money. So what will be the journal entry for that? The journal entry will be like this. Mrs. A's loan will be paid, right? So Mrs. A's loan is in the realization. So journal entry will be like this. Realization account debit, loss for the firm. Although A is paying, but A will be compensated for that. So the journal entry will be realization account debit, how much? 5,000 to A's capital account. So A's capital, okay, realization account debit to A's capital account. See, realization account debit side to A's capital account, Mrs. A's loan 5,000. Okay. Then coming to the next one, and took away stock at stock in trade at 4,000. Stock in trade was taken away by A. So the journal entry this time A is taking asset. If A is taking liability, the journal entry was realization account debit to A's capital account. And now the journal entry will be opposite. A's capital account debit since he is taking the asset. So A's capital account debit to realization account. So realization credit side you can see by A's loan, by A's capital account stock in trade 4,000. Okay. Now coming to the next one, B took away half of the investment at 10% discount. Same like the previous sum. Investment was 10,000, half of it is 5,000, and B has taken out a discount of 10%. So 5,000 का 10% होता है कितना 500. So 500 rupees का discount. So 5,000 minus 500 is 4,500, isn't it? So investment was taken at 4,500 by B. So if B is taking the investment at half of the investment at 4,500, the journal entry will be how like you are going to show the journal entry. Remember very nicely that this discount of 10% all this will not come in the realization account. Automatically it will be adjusted later on. Okay, so how it will be shown? The journal entry will be like this. Realization account will be credit because asset is taken over, so realization account will be credit, and B's loan, B's capital account will be debit. The journal entry will be following like this. B's capital account debit 4,500 to realization account. So realization credit side by B's capital account, half of the investment 4,500. Okay, 4,500. Now coming to the next point. Debtors realized 19,000. So I told you that find out all that asset realized and we can give together. So debtors were realized 19,000. Next was creditors and bills payable. So it is relating to liability. So ignore it. Now we'll say next one. Because since why we are ignoring it, just because we are finding out only how much amount of asset how much amount of money we have got by selling the asset. So asset realized was debtors realized was 19,000. In the point number D, it is liability. So we are ignoring it for the time being. Then point number E, we can say plant were realized 25,000. So 19,000 plus 25,000 plus building was realized 40,000 plus goodwill was realized 6,000 and remaining investment were realized at 4,500. So the total will be put up at a time. So journal entry will be like this. It is realization will be credit because it is a profit. We are selling the asset, and bank will be debit. We are getting the money in the bank. So bank comes in debit. Bank account debit to realization account. So realization credits are you can see by bank, debtors 19,000, plant 25,000, building 40,000, goodwill 6,000, investment 4,500. The total comes to 94,500. Okay, the total comes to 94,500. Now moving back again to the adjustment number D. This we have ignored earlier. Now we have to see it. Creditors and bills payable were due on an average basis of 1 month. Okay, after 31st March, but they were paid immediately on 31st March at a discount of 6% discount. Okay, that means what? It is told that creditors and bills payable both were due on an average basis of 1 month. Means it is in every 1 month we pay the creditors and bills payable. महीना महीना हम लोग payment करते हैं. Okay, in every 30 days we make the payment to the creditors and bills payable. So it is due now. So it is time that we should pay. Although if it is not time also we have to pay because the business is going to be closed down. But just to make the students more confusing, they have given the word that the creditors and bills payable were due. So it is due now. That means it's already 1 month is over. We have to pay. And what is the date? By 31st March we should pay. And we have made the payment immediately, and we have got discount also of 6%. So what is the creditor and bills payable amount? We can see from the realization also. Sundry creditors were 30,000 and bills payable were 8,000. Both were paid at a discount of 6%. So 30,000 minus 6%, the 6% will be 1,800. Okay, so 30,000 minus 1,800, it is coming how much? 28,200. So creditors will be paid 28,200. And bills payable is how much? 8,000. So it was also paid at a discount of 6%. So 6% of 8,000 is how much? 480. Okay, 480. So again 8,000 minus 480, it will be how much? Yes, exactly. It will be 7,520. So that 7,520 plus 28,200, it will be paid. The journal entry will be like this. Realization account debit. Okay, realization account debit to bank. So you can see that realization account debit side to bank. First of all, we are paying the creditors. Okay, now okay, one important thing was that it was mentioned per annum discount, 6% discount per annum. Per annum means there's a very tricky thing, okay, very interesting and tricky thing, that is the word per annum. So that is why you have to be very careful. This thing if you skip, that will be a total mistake. 6% पूरे साल का, per annum means पूरे साल का discount 6%. So we will take only for 1 month because it was on due on 1 month basis. So for 6% is for the whole year. So for 1 month we are going to find it out. Okay, so we can just find out the in the calculation what is the creditors. Creditors, it was 30,000, right? 6% discount for 1 month, it is 150. And in case of bills payable, 8,000 was the amount. 6% for 1 month, it is 40 rupees. So creditors are going to allow us discount to 150 and bills payable is 40 rupees of discount, right? So it will be realization account debit to bank. In case of creditors, it is 850, sorry. Realization account debit to bank, 29,850. The creditors paid, that is 30,000 minus 150. Okay, 30,000 minus 150. This 150, how it came? It came by calculating 30,000 into 6% for 1 month, right? So for 1 month, it is 150 rupees of discount. So 30,000 minus 150, it is 29,850. And in case of bills payable, the general entry was realization account debit to bank. Again, bills payable, the amount will be 8,000 minus 6% for 1 month. So 6% for 1 month, kitna hota hai? 40 rupees. So from 8,000 minus 40 rupees, it is 7,960. 7,960 rupees. Now coming to the next one, that point number F. Okay, there was an old typewriter which has been written off completely from the book. It was estimated to realize 300 and it was taken away by B. B has taken it. So what is the journal entry will be? Same like any other asset, we are going to treat it. If the partner is taking away the asset, the journal entry will be B's capital account debit to realization account. So realization credit side by B's capital account 300. So that is why you can see in the realization account credit side by B's capital account, just a minute, by B's capital account unrecorded asset, that is 300 rupees. Okay. Then coming to the next one. Okay, there's no more transaction, that is over. So what will you do now? What will we do now? We will do the final balancing. But before that, we have to find out, is there any liability other than provision for doubtful debt and investment fluctuation reserve? Is there any liability which is yet to be paid? Let's see. Sundry creditors paid, bills payable paid, Mrs. A's loan paid by Mr. A. Mrs. B's loan, कोई पूछा ही नहीं उसको, it is unpaid. So you have to pay it. Okay, you have to pay it. How will you pay him? How can you pay him? You will pay it by the journal entry, realization account debit to realization account debit, right, to bank account. So realization debit side to bank account, Mrs. B's loan. How much? 10,000 in the outer column. Okay, 10,000 in the outer column. Now what will you do? We'll just do the balancing. So if we start for the balancing, what you have to do is that find out the debit side total in the rough and find out the credit total in the rough. So we can see that the total of credit side is more in this case. That means it is a profit on realization. What is the total? 1,59,300. So 1,59,300 right in the both the sides. Deduct the credit side, and we can see the profit on realization is 32,490, which will be transferred equally, because we saw in the question that the profit sharing ratio was not given, right? The profit sharing ratio was not given. Since the profit sharing ratio was not given, so it will be transferred. The profit and all other adjustment will be done on 1:1 basis, that is equally. Okay, so 32,490 is the profit. Now it will be transferred in the partner's capital account. How? The journal entry will be realization account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. That is why you can see the realization debit side to A's capital account is to A's capital account to B's capital account. The amount is half of 32,490, that is 16,245. Okay, so that is the realization. Now coming to the partner's capital. Now we'll move to the partner's capital. Once it is ready, we can start with the opening balance. So opening balance of capital, it is, in case of A it is 10,000, in case of B it is 10,000. So it will start, how it will be starting? No journal entry for opening balance. Directly it will be coming in the credit side of the partner's capital as by balance brought down 10,000, 10,000. So you can see in the partners capital account debits credit side, buy balance brought down. Okay, in the credit side, because capital shows credit balance, buy balance brought down 10,000 in case of A, 10,000 in case of B. Now, what is the next thing? We have to see all the reserves and accumulated profits or losses. So we have seen that here we have only general reserve of 10,000. General reserve of 10,000, how it will be transferred? The journal entry, we know that general reserve account of 10,000 will be transferred as general reserve account debit 10,000 to A's capital account to B's capital account, since it is equally, so 5,000, 5,000. So by general reserve in the partner's capital 5,000, 5,000. A 5,000, B 5,000. Now we'll move back again to the balance sheet and we'll see what else is there. In the liability side it is over. In the asset side we have got, now remember that investment fluctuation fund will be transferred in the realization account in case of dissolution. Okay, so don't touch that. Okay, dissolution के केस में उसको realization में transfer करना है capital में नहीं. So we have got advertisement suspense account of 3,500. So how to settle it? Advertisement suspense account is a nominal account. Okay, actually not a nominal account, it's a deferred revenue expenditure having a nature of a nominal account as well as deferred asset. Okay, so that is why it is called it is kept in the asset side and it's called deferred revenue expenditure. So what is the amount? 3,500. The journal entry will be like this. It is showing debit balance, so it will be closed by crediting and the loss will be borne by partners, so the partners capital will be debit. So A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to advertisement suspense account, the amount will be 1,750, isn't it? Both the partners. So A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to advertisement suspense account 1,750, 1,750 rupees. Okay, so both A and B are going to have 1,750, 1,750 of loss. Then coming to the next part, there are no other transactions here, so we have already done all the adjustments, so it is there in the realization. So from the realization directly we can post. Let's find out where is capital in the realization account debit side. Where is capital? Where is capital? Yeah, here it is. To S capital. So where to write? We are going to do the crossing, right? So it will come in the buy partners in the capital account, S capital account, buy realization account. How much? 5,000 AK account, right? Buy realization account 5,000 in A's account. How much? Okay, in A's account 5,000. What is that? Mrs. A's loan. Okay, Mrs. A's loan. Then let's see what else is there. We have only another thing is profit. So profit also we can transfer, no problem. It will be coming like this: buy realization account in the bracket profit, isn't it? How much? 16,245 and 16,245. So it is buy realization account bracket में profit 16,245, 16,245. We know the journal entry. It is realization account debit to partners capital. That is why partners capital credit side buy realization, isn't it? Buy realization account. Now let's see in the credit side what it is there. Provision is there, creditors are there, bills payable is there. So we are not concerned about that. We have to treat capital. Here it is capital. A capital is there. B's capital is also there. So at a time we can do. What is the journal entry? A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to realization. Okay, in A's capital account is 4,000, in B's capital it is 4,500. So you can see in the capital account, what will you write? To realization account. In case of A, 4,000. In case of B, 4,500. At a time also you can put. Okay, there's no problem. So that part is over. Then again we don't have, yeah, again we have B's capital, how much? 300. So again it will be realization account debit to, sorry, B's capital account debit to realization. So B's capital account debit to realization. So B's capital account debit side to realization account unrecorded asset 300 will come. Okay, over, nothing else left. So we will go for balancing the capital account. I hope all of you are able to understand. It is very simple. Once the adjustments in realization account is over, you can expect that half of the sum is over. More than half of the sum is over. Okay, only thing you have to post the remaining string from the realization account and taking some hint from the balance sheet. So in the partners capital account, what will happen now? All the adjustments done. We are going to do the balancing. So in case of A, the total of credit side is 36,245. Okay, you have to do the balancing in all the cases in the same way. Here we can see that the credit side is more and debit side is less. But in case if you are confused, then you do the totaling, and in some cases you will find that the debit side is more, in some cases you will find that credit side is more. In both the cases it will be settled by cash or bank. So Here the credit side is more, so the credit side total 36,245 will be taken on the debit side also, and after deducting we are finding a balance of 30,495. Okay, that will be paid to bank. In case of B also, we can see the total is 31,245. Okay, 31,245, and after balancing the amount is settled at 24,695. The journal entry is like this: S capital account debit, B's capital account debit to bank. So bank debit side to एस कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट, बी कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक. सो ए के कैपिटल के डेबिट साइड में, बी के कैपिटल के डेबिट साइड में क्या लिखना है? टू बैंक. टू बैंक हाउ मच? ए 30,495, बी 24,695. ओके, ए हाउ मच? 30,495 and B it is 24,695. Clear? Now we'll go for the final settlement of the bank. So for bank, we'll see the opening balance. What is the opening balance of bank? It is 8,000, as well as the cash is there. So very nice thing we are going to learn here. So if the other day also I told, if both the things are there, what you do? You can prepare any one. So we are seeing that all the transaction we are doing through bank. So we'll prepare bank. And what will you do in bank? We'll put two balance brought down, opening balance 8,000. And this cash in hand will be brought as the journal entry for this series. What is the journal entry? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश. बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश मतलब बैंक में आ गया पैसा. सो इन द डेबिट साइड ऑफ बैंक will you what will you write? You will write to cash account 500. So you can see in the column here what is given here. Bank account will prepare two balance brought down 8,000. Okay, two balance brought down 8,000, and the journal entry for the cash, that is bank account debit to cash. So to cash you can see 500 is there. Okay, to cash 500, right? Cash came here 500 rupees. So now what we are going to do, considering the last few videos you all are known to that. Now what we are going to do, from the realization onward, you will see where is the bank transaction. So in the debit side you can see that where is the bank. Let's find out. Here is the bank. So wherever the bank will be there, it will be coming as a crossing, right? So if it is in the debit, it will come in the credit. If it is in the credit, it will come in the debit. So because of the journal entry rule, right? Rule of journal entry. So here it is bank 29,850. Again bank is there 7,960, and again bank is there 10,000. So all will come in the bank credit side as by realization 29,850, by realization 7,960, and by bank by realization account 10,000. So you can see in the bank account, by realization account sundry creditor is 29,850, by realization account bills payable is 7,960, and by realization account Mrs. B's loan is there 10,000. Okay, by realization account Mrs. B's loan is there 10,000. So all the things has come here. After that, what we are going to do, there are no more bank in this side, in the debit side. Okay, the debit side is over with the bank entries. Now we'll go in the credit side and find out where is the bank. So we can see that here is the bank. Okay, so it will come in the debit side as 94,500. We know the journal entry rule, right? It is, the journal entry was bank account debit to realization. So realization credit side is here, and it will come in the bank debit side as to realization 94,500 asset realized. So you can see that bank debit side to realization, all the assets realized 94,500. If you don't mention all this, only if you write asset realized, that is also correct. Okay, done. Now once it is over, then we are saying that the bank entries are over from the realization. Then we will go for the bank entries in the capital. Okay, bank entries in the capital account shows that, I hope it is clear up to here. Now we'll go for the capital account here. Yeah. So in the capital account, we can see the bank entry, only one entry is there. That is the final payment to A and B. So the journal entry is like this: A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to bank. So bank credit side, by A's capital account. Okay, by A's capital account 30,495, and in case of B, by bank by B's capital account 24,695. So you can see that by A's capital account is there, by B's capital account is there. By A's capital account is 30,495, by B's capital account it is 24,695. The total of both the side we have to match, we have to find out, and it will be matching. Okay, it's a proof that your sum is arithmetically correct. So you can see that the bank both the side is coming how much? 1,03,000, 1,03,000. Okay, 1,03,000, 1,03,000. So this is how your sum will be settled. I hope all of you have understood it. It's a very, very interesting sum. Okay, try to get all the concepts from each of the sums. Okay, We'll take few more sums in the upcoming class, and we'll try to finish this chapter as soon as possible. Please take care of the revision works also. That is also very important. And I have seen that very few of you are watching the videos and taking note of that. Okay, so please pay attention. It is my kind request to all my dear students that please pay attention to your studies, because in this time of pandemic, it is you yourself who can help you better, okay, than anyone else. And I know you all are capable of it. So please go for it and do the best. Okay, your performance will show nothing but the image of your teacher's performance. Okay, that's nothing but your image of your teacher's performance. So please do well. I want all of you to do the best, and I hope that you can do the best. Okay, I know that you will do the best. Take care of yourself. Do give the attendance. Okay, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.